So I have a project here that I've been working on. This is my rototiller, and you can see I've got it taken apart here because I broke the rotor assembly shaft. So this piece right here is busted. I had a guy weld it for me, a buddy of mine, because I thought that I called Behlen Country to order this part, and they told me it was 10 weeks out. So I was gonna have my buddy weld this so I could limp it along over my next couple projects, and then I was actually gonna go buy a new rototiller to get me through some bigger projects. But this actually came within 4 days of ordering it. It didn't take 10 weeks like they said it did, so now I'm just in the process of taking all these tines off, and I wish I had the replacement tines, even though these ones aren't that bad. There is a boatload of bolts that I have to take off, so I broke all these loose with the end wrenches, and then I'll unscrew them all with my impact driver. But there's like 150 or 200 bolts on there, so it would have been worthwhile to have the tines. I'm just kidding, that's an embellishment. I don't know how many bolts there are, but there's a freaking lot. And so I also, because it was busted, I was looking at this hub assembly right here. This is kind of loose, but I think it's supposed to be that way because I took the end off of here, and everything looks fairly decent. I don't see any major damage. I put a bunch of grease in there. There's a little bit of metal flakes and stuff, but I don't see anything. That might just be from, you know, the factory when I bought it or whatever. I don't know. If you guys are mechanics, let me know, because I am not a mechanic. So anyways, if you ever need to replace the rotor assembly, it's 4 bolts on each side, which is pretty easy to get that thing out of there. But after that, then you just got to replace all those dang tines, and that's a lot of work. So I'll check back in a minute. These are the bolts on the end right here, so they just come loose. But anyways, I got my buddy Finley here. This is my... How old are you, Finley? How old are you, bud? He's camera shy. That's alright. Finley is almost 5. Put this back on. What you think, bud?
What are you doing?
This is not lining up correctly, so I'm going to move it back to where I think the original layout was, which I think was like this, and then I think it should line up better. Oh, maybe not. There we go.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Why do all these big wrenches?
For turning those big nuts over there on the rotor assembly.
Well, and why do you have 2 of them?
Because they're 2 different sizes. Oh, you want to help? You want to go take them off for me? You can take them off. Save me a lot of work, bud.
Yeah, we want to do it.
Yeah, you want to do it? Go do it. It's over there. Do it on the old one. Take the ones off the old one and put them on the new one for me.
What is it?
So that's the new one right there. See all the old tines on the other one? Take those ones off.
The one I'm handing?
No, the other one.
That's the one in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to take those ones out?
Yeah, we got to take. So that's the new one, bud?
The one on that one over there?
Yeah, that's the new one that's closest to you. This is the old one. So you take these ones off, okay? Can you get those off?
Okay. But what one are we gonna use?
I'll show you. So look, see, this one's got 13/16 and that one's 7/8. And I think, oops, sorry. Yeah, this one goes on this side, and then you just twist them like that. See if you can do that, okay? And get them all the way off. Yep, now push up. Go up, yep. See how it's, so when you move it back that way, it tightens it up. So take it like that, watch. And then you gotta take it off, you do it again. And then go, and see how it's tightening? Or loosening, I mean. See? Now look, see how you can almost get it off with your hand? See if you can get that. Can you twist that? Good job, bud.
We're gonna take these off too.
Yep.
Cause that's part of the nut.
Yep. So that's the nut and that's the bolt. And then that flat part's called the washer.
This is called a washer?
Yeah, that part. So that's the washer, that's the nut, that's the bolt. And we gotta take it all apart.
I can't open this one.
I know, they're kind of hard, huh? That's why you gotta put this one on the other end.
Is this the
So
old?
this-
Is this the old one?
No, that's the new one. See right here where this one's broken?
Yeah.
It got welded. Remember the guy that we went and he showed us his pigs?
Yeah.
That's who welded that for me. So he welded it, but we're gonna swap this out anyways, and then I'll keep this one. Keep this for a spare part. So if I ever break this one, I can put this one on and
I think
limp along if I have to.
I could put it in my crew collection.
You can put it in your what?
Crew collection.
Your screw collection?
Uh-huh.
You got a screw collection? You know what? Every good mechanic has to have a nuts and bolts and screw collection. Here you go. See? Just keep doing that. So here, take this one, put it right here. Sometimes they're hard to get on there because they're too tight. Here. There you go. Now take this one and keep turning it. And you should be able to get it off. And while you're doing that, I'm going to do this over here, okay, bud?
Okay. Tell me when to talk.
You can stop when all those bolts are off. There's a lot.
Or 1000.
Yeah, probably 1000.
Daddy.
What?
I almost got one out.
You did?
But I need help.
You do? I'll help you in a second, but let me get all these tightened up and I'll come help you, okay? Does that sound like a plan?
Okay.
So there's that back on. Once I get the rotor assembly on,
Daddy,
I'm gonna
Daddy,
roll
are you
with it.
making
Hopefully that
another video?
doesn't need, yeah, but I am. And then hopefully that doesn't need anything else, because this piece, I think this piece comes whole right here with the bearing and everything from the manufacturer. But so anyways, this is a Behlen Country, and I will say I've had to order parts from them several times, and they've actually been pretty good. Calling in and talking to their tech has been really helpful. And they're, like I said, they told me they were going to be 10 weeks out for a part. They gave me the part number. I went online and looked it up and ordered it anyways, and it showed up 4 days later. So got to pay for shipping and all that. It was like a $200 part for that rotor assembly, and with shipping it was like $100. I think with tax and everything it was under $340. So anyways, we'll my shop partner here will help me with these, and we'll check back in a minute. What do you think, Finley? You ready to knock these out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Finley's matching them up for me. He's doing a great job. So this is day 2 of our project here. Actually, probably closer to day 3, because I didn't film any of the first day when I was taking everything apart. But got all the tines back on, and just got to go through and tighten up all those bolts now. So I did the math. I think there's like 84 nuts and bolts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 times 7, and then plus 4 on each end, so plus 8. And that's how many sets of nuts and bolts there are. There's a lot. I'll show you guys when I start loading or get it hooked back up. That rotor assembly with all the tines on it is very, very heavy, so this will be interesting. Hey, don't be blowing dirt on me, kid. Okay, so these tines are directional, so I think this is correct, because it spins this way and kicks dirt out the back. So I think that's right. We'll give it a shot. Got one on. Alright, I'm going to try this again. So, see how it's kind of crooked in there? I got 2 bolts on that side. And this side, because of that bearing, it's kind of moves in there. I got a little more play. So I'm going to take one of those bolts out, drop that back down so it's even across, and then try to slide it back up. And then get 2 bolts in on this side. And then I think it's easier to maneuver this side, because this one's getting binded up because the angle is too funky, so it won't let me get that second bolt in. So I'm gonna try this again real quick. There it goes. we go. That is exactly what I wanted to do. So I got all these on. So this whole rotor assembly bolts, 4 bolts on this side, 4 bolts on the other side. So I'll go through and tighten all that up. Found one of these I missed somewhere in here too. One of these tines. Oh yeah. This tine I gotta tighten. Missed one, but other than that, everything seems to work. So once I get everything tightened up, I'll get this tailgate back on, and then we'll give it a test run. I got a place in the right off the driveway here we can test it at. So I think it is fixed. The only thing I would have done different is replace these tines at the same time. If I was thinking ahead, I would have ordered these and just swapped them out when I got this excuse me, when I got this new rotary assembly. The only thing I'm not sure about is this piece over here. Took it out and looked at the bearings. They look fine on that side, but there's a little bit of grease coming on this side, so I don't know if that's supposed to do that or not. I'm thinking if grease is coming out there, dirt's going to be able to get in there. So if anybody knows anything about that, let me know. I'm going to use it for a little bit and see what happens. If it gets worse, I'll just replace this part. I think it's, I don't know, probably $100 to replace that part or something. So, but yeah, I am going to use it this weekend and see how everything does. Hopefully it doesn't break on me and leave me stranded. Got a couple gardens to install this weekend, so anyways, like I always say, if you like my videos, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Chickens like fresh tilled soil too.